Hey everybody, it's your boy LeBay Rome, the Disabled Fragrance Guy, and I'm back for another review. Do me a favor if you haven't done so already, please go down below, like and subscribe to the channel. While you're down there, please hit that notification bell so you'll be notified about every time I drop a video to YouTube. I want to thank you for rocking with me. Let's continue the journey this week on location at Washington, D.C.'s National Cathedral. Today's review is going to be on a fragrance that is giving me all the fall and winter time feels, Electimuss Vici Leather. Vici Leather came out in 2022 and the nose behind the fragrance is Julien Rasquinet. On the notes we have cinnamon, wormwood, and pink pepper on the top. In the middle we have leather and tuberose, and in the base we have amber and balsamic notes. Sizes and prices: this is a 100 ml bottle of Vici Leather by Electimuss. You can have this for $320 USD. The presentation for all Electimuss bottles is pretty much the same. However, this is the sexiest bottle in my collection. You have the gold here to the black gradient. You have the black and gold logo here in the middle. You have the logo emblazoned on the top of the cap. This is a very heavy metal cap. You know Electimuss bottles are quality. This is amazing. The atomizer is amazing too. Waste a couple sprays. Atomizer is amazing. You have this sundial emblazoned on the bottom here as well. As always, Electimuss comes through with the presentation of their bottles. This is no joke. But the important part is how it smells. This is the perfect time for this fragrance right now, the fall and the winter. It is a beautiful winter day, although it is mild out in Washington, D.C. right now. This is the ultimate smell of seduction. It starts off with an absinthe-like wormwood, but that quickly fades into a bold, valiant, courageous leather fragrance. Even though Vici Leather is bold and charismatic and magnetic, I find it personally, for me, easy to wear. With so many leather fragrances on the market today, and there are a ton of leather fragrances on the market today, somehow, some way, Vici Leather manages to stand out and be prolific among the rest. About 40 minutes after the first application, I do get a slight ambery sweetness, but about 20 minutes after that, so an hour in, I am enveloped by tuberose, amber, and cinnamon. It is truly a magnificent transition. I love that part of the fragrance, so I'm going to say the mid is my favorite part. Vici Leather is not going to be an overall crowd-pleasing scent. This is not your run-of-the-mill average pleasing, sweet, leathery fragrance. No, this is going to be more for the refined palate. This is going to be more for the fragrance connoisseur. So if you're just diving into designer fragrances or beginning your niche fragrance journey, I wouldn't necessarily pull for Vici Leather. I would pull for something else. Vici Leather is for leather lovers of a certain refined fragrance palette. So with this magnificent backdrop behind me, the visualization I'm getting is a cold fall or winter's evening, church services going on behind me, the political class of Washington, D.C. gathering for a service. Unfortunately, there have been many funeral services in this building, in this cathedral. So I'm thinking on a cold fall or winter's evening, maybe gathering, wearing a leather coat. You have to have a certain amount of sophistication, so that's why I think that the political class, the upper echelons of Washington, D.C. would love Vici Leather. It speaks of regality and elite, so I think that is the perfect visualization for Vici Leather. Now, I don't want you to think that it is just reserved for the upper echelons of society. No, Vici Leather can be worn by anyone. If you are bold enough to pull a leather fragrance off, if you like leather fragrances, if you're a connoisseur of leather fragrances, please get your noses on Vici Leather. I am imploring you, because as it sits right now, this is the top tier of a leather fragrance in my collection. This is no joke. It is refined. It is amazing. It is perfect for the fall and the winter, and the performance is bananas. Julien Rasquinet hit an absolute home run with Vici Leather. Of course, the fragrance is based on the saying, Veni Vidi Vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. And let me tell you, Vici Leather conquers all leather fragrances in my collection, in my opinion. There's an interesting dichotomy here between rough and somewhat abrasive and refined elegance. I believe Julien Rasquinet threaded the needle here perfectly and intertwined both of those facets wonderfully well, amazingly well in Vici Leather. Like I said before, Vici Leather is giving me elite political class vibes, CEO, boss vibes, boardroom vibes. You have to be somewhat of in an authoritative position to pull this off effectively. I'm not saying you can't pull this off effectively if you're not a boss, don't get me wrong. However, this plays to a suit and tie, this plays to a boardroom, this plays to an authoritative figure taking control of a situation, much like the souls that have graced this great cathedral behind me. Vici Leather is a pure parfum, which means in my estimation, I'm only gonna go 2, maybe 3 sprays max. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. However, for me, 2 sprays is enough. This fills a room. You are going to get noticed with Vici Leather. And please, do not wear this in the hot weather. If you are in a hot weather climate, now I know you can wear whatever you want when you want. I've always said that. You can. However, you are going to choke everything that liveth on the earth out if you wear this in hot, humid weather. I would not dare pull for this in a DC summer. DC is built on top of a swamp. I would choke myself out. I would choke train cars out. I would choke my office out. So this is definitely cold weather appropriate. The performance of Vici Leather is nothing less than outstanding. I get 11 hours on my skin every single time I wear this fragrance. It is nuclear on my skin, and if you put it on clothes, and I have, it's gonna last about a week and a half. So if you like clothes and you like wearing them over again, just know that you are going to live with Vici Leather for about a week and a half on your clothes if you spray your clothes. All right, y'all, do you like leather scents? Do you not like leather scents? What is your favorite leather scent? Are you going to try Vici Leather? I'm going to leave some links down in the description below to where you can get a sample or a full bottle. I failed to mention in the beginning of this video that I wanted to shout Electimuss London out for providing the bottle of Vici Leather for my review. As you guys know, all opinions are my own. I do not give favorable review for product in the mail. I will never do that. But thank you, Electimuss, for gifting the bottle of Vici Leather for this review. That's my time. Signing off from the beautiful Washington, D.C. National Cathedral. That's my time. Go down below, like and subscribe, and I'll check you next time. Peace.